What's poppin'? It's your boy Young Burnt Toast, and I'm here with my boys, Young PokeaimMD, aka Italian Sausage,
Bro,
and my boy Zef,
I like.
aka Young Ketchup Chip. And
All right.
today, we're what man? I'm trying to get the regional thing going. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, today we're here and we're talking about unused types in Pokemon. Apparently, I mean this is just what everybody's thinking because Pokemon's been tweeting out about a different region every day. On the 27th, it'll be the 8th day. No wait, it'll be the 7th day, right? What's
No, it should be
Pokemon
the
Day?
eighth. It'd be the
27th?
yeah, 27.
Okay.
27th, yeah.
So tomorrow they should be tweeting about Gen 7, and on the 27th is Pokemon Day. So everybody's thinking on the 27th they're going to show the 8th region. All right, which only makes sense. I don't think that logic is flawed in any way. I'm not saying it's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, we're talking about unused types in Pokemon because I think this is something interesting that we can talk about. It's been 20 years and there's still so many unused type combinations. Now, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose to save up for newer games, but some of these should have definitely happened before at some point. Fire and ice, like come on, man.
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
Fire grass.
There's no unused water type.
Yeah, no, I don't see water
Yeah,
up here
because there's so
anywhere.
many goddamn water
Yeah,
Pokemon.
because
Yeah, there's a million of them.
And same thing can be said. There's only one grass, and that's only because like grass and water type are like the most. They're everywhere, right? You walk
Yeah,
in the
they
grass
are.
all the time. Yeah, that's crazy. I was just looking at that. That's insane.
I didn't know that, but I knew it at the same time.
yeah, yeah.
I wasn't thinking about it, but I knew. All right, so which of these types do you think would be the most interesting or the best competitively or otherwise?
I think anything with fairy and ground. Like I think fairy ground, fighting fairy, and fighting.
Now, are you
ground
saying that because
are three
Fairy is
types.
such a good typing?
Offensively, yeah, and ground is also
Fire
amazing,
Fairy
too.
would be kind of clean.
I
Yeah.
like fire fairy too, offensively too, because it deals with what it's weak
With
to.
his weaknesses, yeah.
Deal, yeah, that's really cool. I think fairy ground would be kind of broken though. Like a Pokemon that has stab earthquake, but also can hit everything in the air with play rough. Then they'd be pretty. I mean, it all depends on movesets too.
Okay, but
I think that'd be
Bronzong
really
coming
crazy.
through. What's up? I'm just
What if it
playing.
has mold breaker?
Bro, what? Relax.
Yeah, mold breaker. Give it knockoff too. Knockoff broken.
Okay, everything has knockoff.
Yeah, yeah.
Knockoff the best move in the game.
I don't know, man.
Pretty,
But we ain't
pretty
talking
much
about
anything
that.
with Fairy.
What's better than knockoff?
We ain't talking about this now.
See,
Wasn't it
nah,
Scald
we
versus
talking
knockoff?
about this. You know, yeah, Scald versus knockoff. Now he said Scald was the best because that move can
That was
fuck
back.
you
That was,
over.
it was back then. It was back then. It's not
Okay,
the
so
best
what's better than Scald then?
bro? Thunderwave.
Thunderwave can miss.
Hey, bro. But when it hits,
See, this is the problem here. I was looking at it from a competitive standpoint. Okay, now obviously you are too, but in a competitive game,
we'll say
there's
this for
not
another
there's
video
there's
show.
not
We do this
there's not
every
shit that you
time.
miss.
Let's do
You don't
the
miss
unused
moves.
types. We
You don't
do
miss
this every
moves.
video, shofu. I'm tired.
Knockoff is consistently
Every
good.
single damn video.
You can miss Thunderwave. You can not get the burn with Scald. You will
So
always
that's
knock
what
somebody's
saying,
item
fairy
off.
type is-
You will always knock somebody's item off. It's consistent and it's the best move in the game. Anyways, Ice and
Dark
Poison
Fairy.
looking kind of clean, bro.
Dark fairy also I think is incredible.
Now, do you think some of these types don't exist because they'd be too good?
No. No.
No.
I think
Now,
if
why
we-
is that?
You talked about Como, remember? And how Como would have been fantastic. In
Yeah, but
Gen
look at
4
him.
and
See,
5.
okay, so that's that's a good point. That's a good
That's
point.
it. They're waiting. They're just waiting.
Pokemon straight up neuters Pokemon that would be way too good. Like Como
Yeah.
would be amazing if he was any faster or any stronger.
In a previous generation too. I think what they do is they look at what they have when they're almost done with the game, and they're like, okay, this would be too good right here. Now, obviously, for certain types that doesn't work, but
But wait. How can we say that they say that when they clearly don't give a damn when it comes to other Pokemon?
I mean, they started.
There's so many Pokemon that are super broken in Pokemon. Like,
They started though. Like Zeph, you were saying earlier about when they started caring about VGC.
Yeah, in I think it was Gen 6 or 7. I don't know which one.
okay, but
they
that's
said-
already 18, 20 years in. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many broken ass
I don't
Pokemon.
know
Why would they?
if they'll go back to like Gen 5 is probably that's the strongest region. There's just everything there is stupid. I don't know if they'll go back to doing that again. I'd like it because it was fun.
Yeah. There's so many good mons. Like so many good mons. I loved it.
Even the basic ass bugs were stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, leaving was trash.
Bro, it gets sticky web, bro. I mean that.
Trash.
At least you give it a niche. You give it a decent moveset too. Hey man, I think though anything with fairy like Zef was saying would be busted. Dark fairy, knockoff plus play rough. Maybe give it parting shot as well.
Fighting fairy, maybe.
No, fighting fairy would be super good. Mega Gallade should be fighting fairy.
That'd be crazy.
Because it can touch steels, it can touch fire types, it can touch things in the air, and then it has fairy stab as well. I thought Bug Dragon would be really cool
Poison
too.
type gonna come through though.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna fuck around and make fighting fairy special attack. They're gonna make it a special attack.
Oh my god, bro! There's so many Pokemon like that. Pokemon just makes me sad, man. Why is Wishy Washy trash?
Bro, why is Wishy Washy a second Pokemon? How do you edit your videos now on YouTube?
What?
My God.
Okay, you talking about me? You over here talking about a whole thing that's not even related. To Pokemon. All right, what else do we have on here? I think more offensive ice types would be cool. I don't think we need them, but because the offensive ice types that are good are really good. Is that like a far fetched thing to say?
So I mean, maybe a buff in general to ice types then, because they give us a bunch of defensive ones all the time. Avalok, Cryogonal, Articuno, but ice is such a bad defensive typing because of its lack of resistances. So maybe buff ice types. And in that same regard, buff grass, buff bug. So like normal ice, like I think that offensive typing would be pretty cool because you have stab
That
return.
Pokemon is gonna get clapped up, bro. Oh my god. You're right though. What would they buff ice types? How would they buff them? Like kind of like Sandstorm?
Resistance to.
They could make
water.
it. I don't know. Maybe resisting water could work thematically. I guess.
Yeah. And I think neutral to fire, to be honest, because when you melt ice, it becomes water, and water melts the fire, like things like that. Like,
but they're not ice anymore.
True. But I mean,
water melts ice too.
Hey, it should hurt you if you use a fire type attack on an ice type. Like, I don't know, some fog should come out. I think something like that would happen.
Some fog.
Yeah, like it would make sense. Something would happen. Something should happen like that. Just straight up.
I mean, people used to talk about them getting a defensive buff in Hailstorm or some kind of maybe an offensive buff or something. I don't know.
Because we have what Slush Rush and Snow Cloak, and Ice Body. We actually have a bunch of good abilities. They need to give that to more Pokemon too. They do. Electric Fighting should have been Electivire and Zeraora. They both should.
Yeah, I thought until like a couple weeks ago. Actually, I thought Zeraora was fighting type.
That would be it gets close combat, doesn't it?
That's why I thought it gets close combat. So I was like, it's a fighting type.
I think Electric Dark could have also worked on. I think Electivire should be Electric Dark more than Electric Fighting.
Yeah, that thing. It's a fucking like grappler.
Yeah, it is, and it has like the black all around it, and the way it fights is amazing.
I just can't really understand why some of these Pokemon don't exist already.
Okay, I want to know how Bug Dark doesn't exist.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That is
the fucking cockroach Pokemon we get is fighting type.
Yeah.
All the spiders we get poison.
Spot. Yeah.
we don't even have a mosquito Pokemon. So maybe mosquito Bug Dark.
Like I'm saying, there's a lot of things that are not in Pokemon that could easily be. So maybe they're.
Oh wait, no, Buzzwole's a mosquito and it's fucking fighting type. Never mind.
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, fighting type at least fits with the way Buzzwole looks.
Yeah.
At least it's a lot better, but. Yeah, Bug Dragon, I'm surprised we don't have anything like that. I feel like we have a bunch of bugs that look like dragons and a bunch of Pokemon. Yeah, like
we got a bunch of Pokemon that look like bugs that aren't.
Flygon was going to get a Mega, but they said they couldn't come up with a good enough design for it, and I'm sure it would have become a bug.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Because somebody already made that shit and they saw it, they were like, "Damn, that shit kind of clean."
Nice. Hold on.
I don't know about
myself.
How dare Dragonite not have a Mega this far in though?
Yeah, he's the original. What the fuck?
Every other pseudo got one except for Goodra.
Yeah, no one cares about Goodra.
That's
I'm surprised that.
I'm surprised Goodra isn't poison, but we already have that.
Yeah, we do have poison. We have poison dragon. We have
poison dragons.
Yeah, Jigauji. Poison Steel, I think would be really cool. Like, obviously, ground destroys it, but a Steel type, you absorb T spikes, maybe get some U-turn. I don't know. I feel like it'd be good for support. Maybe give it spikes as well. Something like that could be cool. Some of these typings, I think, would be
they could give it an ability, the Poison Steel.
Oh, Corrosion.
Yeah, where it could hit
Oh my
hit steel
gosh.
types for super effective.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that. I think corrosion should also be, if we're talking about that, corrosion should also be more widely distributed. That's such a great ability. And they should have made it so I can use Sludge Wave on steel types in general. There should be no immunity to my poison type attacks.
Why?
Because if corrosion makes it that you can hit anything with poison, Sludge Wave is still a poison type attack, and Sludge Wave also has like a 10% chance to poison. Sludge Bomb has 30% chance to poison.
So you're saying just because of the logic of corrosion existing, all poison boosts should have that? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. At least with that, or like even if it says but it failed, the move should still have a 30% chance to poison. Like if I go for Sludge Bomb and you switch in your Heat Ran, obviously it says it doesn't affect Heat Ran, but I should see that bubbles pop up.
How you gonna poison some steel though? That's the whole point.
Hey man, corrosion does it anyway, so it should happen.
Maybe he just nice with it though. Like
Salazzle is a clean Pokemon.
Salazzle is nice with it. The other poison types are nice with it.
Salandit though is definitely more clean. Easily. That mon I remember when that thing was released. All the speculation. But yeah, I'm surprised we don't have more. It looks like bug type is something we're missing a lot of, which I'm surprised.
I don't understand how, because we have
a lot of electric on
we
here.
have like 4 bugs. We have like 7 bugs every generation, right? Like 7 or 10 bugs early on in the game.
Like Bug Dark should have been a thing that happened so long ago. Like Ariados should have been Bug Dark.
Bug Dark is clean.
Bro,
Psychic Bug is clean too. I like that.
I think Ariados should have been Bug Dark. Or at least maybe Poison Dark made more sense for it.
I could come up with like every type of bug for all of these types.
Yeah.
Now, what you got for Psychic Bug, bro?
I don't know, some kind of fucking Psychic Moth or something.
That's they have that in Cap as well. Arugamoth, I think.
Yeah. I was gonna say we've seen some of these Pokemon in the Cap servers before.
Yeah,
like Ice and Bug. Ice and Bug would be fucking clean. Some of these have to happen. Fighting Fairy got to happen too.
They need to buff bug types too, though.
They need to redo Fighting Dragon too.
Yeah. For Como, I agree.
Fix it.
Like, and it makes sense that we're missing so many Fairy because Fairy's only been here for 2 generations, but some of these make 0 sense. I'm super surprised we're only missing 2 Ghost types because I feel like Ghost type is always a type that gets like shafted. Like Gen 1, you had 3 Ghost types. Right?
You're talking about Gen 1. There's like 100 Pokemon in Gen 1.
I know. I'm just talking about it. You only had 3 Ghost types back then. Like every single generation, only a few Ghost types are added, I feel.
Ghosts are some of the best Pokemon, though, overall.
Offensively, yeah. And they got even better. I think normal Ghost would be really cool. Typing immunity to Ghost, which is really cool. Immunity to normal.
Normal Ghost would be fucking
immunity to fighting.
Some of these normal types are fucking trash, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Normal Rock, normal Ice, normal Steel.
Yeah.
Normal Ice offensively can work.
I don't know how they could even design some of them like normal rock.
I think Cubchoo should have been normal ice. Because like before it evolves into a pure ice type, as a baby, I think it could have worked. Polar bears are white as well, so like, or some of them. So like that could have worked.
I'm legitimately surprised we don't have Fighting Ground. I actually don't know how that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Ghost and Rock hasn't happened.
Throw looks like a Fighting Ground.
We have 2 Ghost and Ground Pokemon, but we don't have any Ghost and Rock.
Yeah, well, we have Palossand and we have Golurk.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on Palossand. That Pokemon's
That's like one of the worst Pokemon of all time.
Bro, it could be one of the best if it had a better if freaking water compaction was an immunity. I get so pissed when I think about that Pokemon. Do you think that
I don't know why it's not when Storm Drain and shit?
Yeah. They'll probably edit it eventually, maybe. Like they did as well. It took like what 2 generations to edit those, or 1 or 2. I think Ice Poison is interesting. Are there any other? Why am I saying is there any other Ice Poison types? It's unused types. I think because it gives Ice type like. I think being able to absorb T-Spikes is really cool, like a toxic immunity as well, especially if it's fat. Like it gives it a neutral fighting, which is pretty cool for Ice. Yeah, especially if it's like a fat mon, like maybe like even a toxic or poison heal type of mon. I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe like a Stally type build could work for it. Fire Ice should have had that.
Yeah, there's like all the yin and yang things like fire, grass, fire, ice.
Yeah,
we have water, fire now, but it's like one of the ugliest Pokemon
ever made. Hold on, one of the ugliest.
I don't
Pokemon
like
uglier
it.
Than Volcanion.
Okay,
one of them
there's like almost There's almost 1,000, so it's one of the ugliest.
Okay, fair enough. Now, are there any Pokemon that are
Speaking of
only
Aromatisse,
Huh?
I was hoping to God that it was gonna become like a poison fairy plague doctor, but it was just a masquerade ball Pokemon instead.
Disgusting.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah.
Poison Fairy would have been nice. I think it could have also pulled off Psychic Fairy as well.
No, straight up, Aromatisse is the worst Pokemon ever made. Fuck it. I hate it.
Do you hate it more than like Ice Cream? Like the ice cream Pokemon?
I don't know. I don't hate that Pokemon. I like it.
Okay.
It's not Vanillix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate Vanillix either.
That shit can learn Explosion. I can't hate it.
Are there any Pokemon that are, any types that are only used by legendaries that you want to see on other Pokemon? Yeah, I don't really mind. I never really mind that because I feel like a legendary special. It should.
Yeah,
have
They
like
it makes
gotta be
sense.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think that the dragon types getting more would be really cool, especially because they kind of nerfed dragon types. They literally nerfed them because they were too good because of fairies.
Bro, look how many types only used by legendary Pokemon are dragons.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
Mega
it's
Evolutions.
I feel like
These
it's
ones
really
used
easy.
by Megas though.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Dragon Fairy, bro. My Milotic should be Water Fairy, but that's we already have a bunch of those. But my
I
Milotic should be Water Fairy.
I thought Mega Absol should have been Dark Fairy.
Dark Fairy as well.
That'd be
100%.
sick.
100%, dude. It gets play rough. It literally looks like an evil like fairy
Has,
type
like,
thing.
wings and shit.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. That legitimately should be. Yeah, I do think the dragon ones could be more like because a lot of them obviously they're noobers, so we don't use them as much. But
Yeah.
giving
That's
giving us something to hit.
that's like my point. Like a lot of these Pokemon we can't even use
Yeah,
on a normal basis.
yeah. What's the fighting rock one? What legendary is that?
Terrakion.
Terrakion. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's considered a legendary. Okay. Yeah. I don't notice that. That boy Yu. That man is all the way down there.
He fell from
We all
grace.
know
What
legendary
happened?
doesn't mean good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Kyurem is Ice Dragon. Psychic Ghost is Hoopa.
I wish Fighting Ghost wasn't done by Legendary. I wish it was just a regular
See,
Pokemon.
bro, I was so hyped. That was the one typing. I wanted Steel and Ghost, but we got that in 6th gen.
Yeah.
And
just
then
last
the
year.
one typing aside from Fighting and Dragon that I wanted was Fighting and Ghost.
Fighting Ghost for sure.
And it was on the most broken Pokemon ever made. Okay, he's not the most broken Pokemon ever made, but
It's really good though. It was
He's
Marshadow is
strong.
incredible.
Used him in OU for 3 days and he was gone.
Bro, it's so funny, man. You look at my video. I think it was like, well, let's say it was March 3rd it came out. So March 3rd you see welcome or enter Marshadow. March 4th you see Marshadow suspect. March 5th you see Marshadow banned. Like it was just like it was literally 3 days in a row. It was 3 different videos with that mon. Just
No,
gone.
that's a Pokemon that would have came out in Gen 5. That's definitely what we should be getting.
Straight up broken. Would have
Yeah.
been straight up broken in Gen 5. I do think fighting type is the most interesting one that we can get stuff with. Fighting ground, fighting fairy, super viable. Like just super viable just based on typing alone. Screw resistances, which they still have good ones. Immunity to dragon, immunity to electric, but just offensively, those sound nasty.
And Toxapex will put both of them down.
Not fighting ground, bro. That boy gonna put both down.
Oh, true.
Even
I'm
adaptability as
surprised.
well.
I'm just so surprised. There's just, I don't know. I see rock and ground as being very simple typings to pair things with most of the time.
Yeah, I agree.
So when there's
Rock
a fighting
Ghost.
and rock Pokemon, but there's no fighting and ground Pokemon, that shit's weird to me.
I feel like Spiritomb could have been Rock Ghost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
literally
for sure.
in a rock.
Yeah, it's in a rock. and it
Spiritomb's
comes-
whole thing was that he had no weakness at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with Shedinja. Well, no, not same thing with Shedinja. Same thing with
It's kind of
Same
weird.
thing with
Conkeldurr
Sableye. Same thing with Sableye. What'd you say?
It's kind of weird. Conkeldurr wasn't part rock.
Yeah, it's literally holding cements. Like, why wouldn't it be? Or
I
part
guess
ground
since
at least.
it's not rock
He's
itself.
not a rock type. Yeah, he
Rock,
doesn't-
yeah. Or
Okay,
I mean,
wait,
like
but
it
if
could
they
have been
got,
ground or something.
I was gonna say Delmise, but Delmise is he's not really a steel
Bro,
type.
Delmise has 3 typings, man. Like,
No, he
it
does.
actually does. He has his ability is so cool. We need more of that.
Yeah, that's cool. Giving stab to a type that they don't actually have. That's
And
sick.
on top of that,
give us more unique abilities, please.
Yes,
not just
okay. And
the brand new ability.
Don't rename
but it's
old
clear
ones.
body.
Don't be telling me if you're gonna give me trash again. Don't be telling me a never before seen ability and you call regenerator schmigenerator like the same thing. Don't be doing that. They straight up be doing that, man.
I know they be renaming old shit.
Full body armor?
They're not.
You mean
slick.
clear body?
They're not slick at all. They really say never before seen. I can't even believe it. They just straight up lied to us.
Bro, I got to read the Japanese pages on that. I don't think they say never before seen. I think only in America they tell us this. Trying to baby us. Pure flying type as well. I think because besides Tornadus, it'd be really cool. But they couldn't give it Roost again. You had a video on that. It was like the damage was weird. Something I don't know how it worked. Was it neutral?
I don't remember.
You had a Tornadus and you said what happens when pure flying type
it became a normal type, I think.
Became a normal type? Interesting.
Yeah. Even though it didn't have it before.
Dragon Steel as well. We have Dialga, but like more.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised we don't have more of those.
Those are two. This is how I want the starters to be, right? I want the starters to be 3 of the best typings. So I would love part Steel, which we already have in Poleon, but I would love part Steel. I would love part Dragon, and I would love part Fairy. So they kind of like, even though Dragon just gets the most shafted, but you give Dragon like Fire, for instance. So Dragon Fire, which we already have Reshiram, but you give it Dragon Fire, and then like that way it actually has a way of combating the Fairy type as well as the thing.
Yeah.
I think like those 3 typings could be cool. Fairy, Dark, and I think Steel would have to go with that as well. Or like Ground, like give them 3, but like they make them even versus each other. Like I don't want them to be like always beating each other. Maybe on the first stage, like obviously Fire, Water, Grass, but I think by the last stage it should be even. Because I would like to get some really good starters again.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
sick. Yeah, I actually like that.
Because it's been a while.
Just go ahead and throw Fire, Water, Grass out the window.
Bro, you know that'd be the first thing people would be up in arms about, though. The stupidest thing.
Nah,
yes,
the Pokemon
would.
look cute. You know, that's all people really care about.
Nah,
I wouldn't care.
Mad. I obviously wouldn't care either. But yeah, give them some nice typing. Make them broken by the end of it. That's what I like to see. Because what we have now, we have Primarina, Incineroar, and Decidueye. Incineroar is incredible in its lower tier and also in VGC. Yeah, it actually had more use than Lando, which is crazy. Primarina is legitimately broken in my opinion in UU. But then you have Decidueye, which is nothing.
Gen 7 as a whole was just trash. There's only like 10 there's like 12 good Pokemon in Gen 7. Whether it's OU or VGC.
Yeah.
Primarina is lucky too because she's just generic bulky water type.
Yeah.
Fairy.
It's literally Fairy that makes it like her coverage offensively is ridiculous to switch into. Unless your name is like Empoleon or Blissey. Or Toxapex, I guess, but that's in the higher tier.
The thing about Gen 7 is that most of the good Pokemon are legendaries.
or all the good good typings. They gave us some really cool typings. We got another Reshiram. We got Tortinator, whatever. That one, it has good it has Shell Smash, but then they made it base 10 speed. Like it's not base 10, but they made them too slow. Like Drampa, Dragon Normal, offensively, that sounds great, man. Because its move pool is fantastic, right? It has Flamethrower, Earth, it has Hurricane, it has Earthquake, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, whatever. But then they made it so slow. I really hope the next generation they don't do that. I really don't want everything to be slow because speed matters so much. Unless your name is Toxapex when you're recovering or Celesteela. And even Celesteela is kind of busted its type. Like, you guys seen its stats? Its stats are all over 100 besides speed. Like, yeah. All over 100. So like that mon, I think it's base 97 HP or something like that. But yeah, it's we need speed because you can give me a great typing, but then it can get the Como treatment where it comes generations too late. It has to be nuked.
Yeah, I really wish we had Como before Gen 6.
Yeah, it would have been busted.
Maybe even during Gen 6. It wouldn't have been as good, but it wouldn't have been as bad either.
Yeah.
Gen 6 had some pretty okay Pokemon.
The Megas were interesting. Yeah. I love that take. I definitely want we were talking about before, but I don't personally want any type of new flair that is like, oh, this is a new shiny toy, let me give that, right? Bump Z moves, bump gems, bump all of that. Give me regional variants and give me just good
Especially Z
Pokemon.
moves. Fuck
Yes.
Z moves.
Yeah. Certain Pokemon have no business beating other Pokemon. I shouldn't be scared to bring out my counter to a Pokemon because it can have Z Rock Smash and knock me out. Like, what? I saw a Jirachi in a tournament the other day, knockout Heatran with Z Drain Punch.
It's literally just a.
That's so
It's
disrespectful.
it's a kill a Pokemon button.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
9?
It's crazy.
Okay, now, do you guys want to see any triple types? That's what I want to see, at least one.
I'd like to see
Give me
something
a triple
like
type
that.
legendary or something.
Shouldn't or do you want to see more triple type legendaries or triple type moves? Like how Lucha has like a double type move?
No, I
Things
want to
like
see.
that
I
would be
want to
cool.
see an actual Pokemon with 3 types, like actual 3 types.
It would only have to be a legendary though, right? It would have to be the
I
one
don't
of
know.
its
I
kind.
mean, I honestly don't care what it is. If it's a legendary, that's cool. If it's not,
It could
that's
be a
cool
legendary
too.
or like one of those weird man-made Pokemon.
I feel like if they're gonna make one, making it a legendary would justify
Yeah.
that.
Or like you said, man-made makes a lot of sense too. Oh my God! Speaking of man-made, give us good move sets on Pokemon. What happened to Sylvali? Sylvali is bulkier than Porygon 2 with a Violet, but you don't give it anything. Where's the recover? Where's the extreme speed?
Dog.
yeah, dog.
Yeah, Savali was a huge disappointment, man. Gen
How
7
is it
in
supposed to-
general, bro. At least
Bro,
Gen
how
6
is it
had some.
supposed to
Gen 6 had
function?
some clean Pokemon, dude. At least a couple. Greninja,
Yeah.
Aegislash.
Grand was cool.
Gen 7's sad because there's so many Pokemon with really cool potential, like Silvally, but it's just shit.
They're literally either hindered by bad movesets, and the main part is they're literally hindered by speed. Like speed is the
Right,
biggest
speed
thing.
is so important in Pokemon, and they're all slow. Like, who in Gen 7 is fast aside from like Tapu Koko and?
Yeah, Pheromosa. That one got banned.
But like, where are the actual regular Pokemon? Like, legendaries are always going to be a given. Like, there's always going to be a few good legendaries, always.
Let me look at Cerebi
Why
real
aren't
quick.
the actual Pokemon in the region useful at all? Who are the good Pokemon in Gen 7 that are not
I mean,
legendaries?
they're definitely tailored towards VGC though. That's the thing, like Trick Room and stuff. But
I
if
know,
they're gonna
but
tailor
what-
to VGC,
give me a variety, bro. Like, why,
Yeah.
why
If
is
they're gonna
every
tailor to
Pokemon slow as
VGC,
shit except for like Salazzle?
you got Rabombi. No, nice Rabombi.
Trash.
You know, you got Shalajo.
Trash.
You got dude, Comfy's ability is really cool too. I would need more of those.
I want to see more, better abilities. Abilities are really interesting. in
What do
Pokemon.
we consider fast? Faster than like 350, right?
Just fast, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's
not
it.
slow.
There is nothing else in this thing.
No.
There's nothing else.
Not slow. Like, it's just those 2 Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
looking at the entire list.
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing fast, man. How is Charjabug's... No, Vikavolt... Let me read its Pokedex entry real quick. Where is it? Fusses around with acrobatics. Pokemon keeps over delivering it. Bro, Vikavolt flusters opponents with acrobatic flying maneuvers. This creates an opening for it to deliver an electric beam attack. You're not doing that with base 43 speed.
Nah, because you know it learns agility, so they expect you to use that first, and then that Pokedex entry comes.
Yeah,
out,
get that garbage out of here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you not make any Pokemon fast? And the only fast Pokemon are Pokemon that aren't good at all.
Like, dude, Crabominable? We
That
finally
shit's
got
slow
Fighting
as
Ice. We finally got Fighting Ice. Fighting Ice is amazing offensively, right?
I've been waiting for Fighting Ice.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's literally fantastic. And then they give us base 43 speed. That's like their goal, number 2. Base 43. I don't understand. That Mon, if it had base 100 speed, if it had base 101, all right? Even if it had base 90, man.
Right, it's something usable.
Even Incineroar. Why was Incineroar so much slower than Torracat?
Right, why did they do that? Why? I don't understand. I really don't understand why every Pokemon is so slow. Speed is by far the most important stuff.
On an offensive Pokemon, easily on any offensive Pokemon or anything with a good move pool, speed is important. Unless you have straight up access to Trick Room like Reuniclus, or you can feel other roles like with Calm Mind, Magic Guard, whatever. Toxapex, set up T-Spike, be fine. Celesteela can Leech Seed, it can Natatomize Sweep, whatever. Heatran is broken, but like if you can't give me Beware, right? I think normal fighting is really good too coverage. But it's 240 speed. It doesn't have the speed to do anything.
It's like even Heatran, for example. Heatran's like what 278?
278. Yeah,
That
278 max.
even that is acceptable because you can slap a choice card on it. You can do so many things with a speed stat like that. Like
Or it has a
Lucario's
speed
not
too.
that fast.
Yeah. Or it has like the natural resistances and like in Hiran's case, it can run Z moves and has trapping options. That's why I think Delmise is so cool. Very, very bad speed, but it has such a cool, unique ability where it has a third stab, which is awesome. And then they on top of that, they give it the anchor shot, which is a cool, really new trapping move, and heavy
Right.
slam. So it has the move pull to do it on top of all a bunch of things. But obviously it just falls short because of its speed. That's
Everything
it.
is so fucking slow, bro.
How are you giving me that?
Oh
I'm
my
just saying,
god.
bro, anything with electric should be fast. Give me fast. Give me fast ghost types. I don't know. I'm looking at these typings like fire grass. I would like that to be decently fast.
Okay, another topic. Hold on. Because we're talking about typings again. You think we can get a new type?
I've always thought about that, and people say light type, but I think of when I think of light, I think of either electric or fairy.
Yeah, I think fairy is that for
Yeah,
sure.
I had a an old Jolteon Pokemon card, and it said light Jolteon. That was so I was like, okay, so that's how I always thought of electric. I don't know. I don't know what typings, what other typings we could have. Like wood would be what? Wood would be grass, like a sort of
I mean, it's really up to
extension of
them,
grass.
honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
because
we can
like,
think, but
cause like you have you have the elements: fire, water, grass, air, which is flying, obviously. Then you have like little extensions of them. So you have lightning, which is electric. You have metal, which is steel. Um, obviously attributes like psychic. I don't think there's I can't think of a typing that would not break everything either. Like, is there anything you could unless they do like sound? But
they could
even then,
definitely. Yeah, it'd have to be something like that. I'm not saying sound specifically, but it'd have to be something like something that
eh,
doesn't actually have anything to do with anything else.
yeah, because I can't think of any like natural elements or things like that. Because at
Yeah,
least with
they got
sound,
most of them already.
yeah, they would have to change. They would have to change XCloud, which means that if they do either add on sound typing or make sound based moves, as in like boom burst instead of being normal, it's sound. And then
Nah,
how would that work for
they'd
Pokemon
probably
like
just switch
Scratch?
their typing in general.
But how would that work for Pokemon like Swallow? Like Specs boom burst Swallow is really good, and then it lose stab on the, I don't know, like things like that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, they probably wouldn't care about
Like
that.
and like Mr. Mime, for instance.
See, that's the thing though. They don't think. I don't think they think that deeply most of the time. They might, but shit, I don't know.
I'm a Google. What typings could we have in Pokemon? Because I can't think of anything
How
off the
many
top of
times
my
have
head.
they add? I mean, I know they added Steel, Dark, and Fairy so far. So they've added 3 typings throughout Pokemon's
And like
lifetime.
when they added Fairy to Wigglytuff. They changed Clefable completely to
Yeah,
Fairy. Is that all they changed in the back?
Azumarill.
Mr. Mime, and Azu got it as well.
Uh,
Uh,
is that it?
I can't. There's probably
There's
more.
probably more. Yeah. Well, let's see.
I literally
Fairy.
can't see like what typing. What other typing did Pokemon
Mr.
have?
Mime, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Clefairy, Clefable. I think that's it. Oh, Snubble and Gramble.
Yeah, they got changed too. That's it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when I think of it, dragons and fairies are in fairy tale. So fairy, I think, was bound to happen. Fairy made a lot of sense. But
Oh,
then if they
Togetic and
continue,
Togekiss too. My bad.
yeah, them too. Whatever, guys. Sorry, it's hard to remember off the
And
top of your head. There's so many
they
Pokemon.
just straight up took the normal type away and gave them Fairy just like Azumarill,
Which is fair. Which is
Gardevoir,
very fair.
Mawile. A lot of Pokemon got it.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon got it added on as they deserved it. I think too. I'm actually surprised Mawa got it,
Yeah,
but
Mawile being Steel Fairy was fucking crazy.
yeah,
The
we got the Mega
Pokemon was a
busted.
threat.
Because I think of things like because even like when I think of anime or something, I think of like or like if it's like an old school type thing where you get pulled into another world. I think of maybe like elves and stuff like to go with like fairy and dragon, like some sort of folklore type thing. But I can't think of like how would that work as a typing? We wouldn't make an elf typing. We wouldn't make a goblin typing, right? Unless
Yeah.
Pokemon completely flips it over. I couldn't see any type of thing going on. I don't know. You got something that you thought? I couldn't even Google this
I
then.
don't know, man. I really don't know what the hell it would be.
What?
I really feel like they got most of the elements and like I don't know. We could probably look at other RPGs and try
I
to
see
get
what they have from
ideas.
there.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be too difficult.
So like I'm looking at, the traditional elements: fire, earth, metal, water, wood, whatever. So obviously rock is mixed in there. Wood, again, I think that's a mixture of grass, but maybe they would actually make like a wood typing instead of a grass.
Uh huh.
So that would type like Sudowoodo, and even then, wouldn't the wood typing just be weak to fire anyway? So there's no point of it.
Yeah.
Sky is flying. I'm looking at the medieval army, medieval alchemy, and it says air, fire, water, earth, aether, sulfur, mercury, salt. We trying to have some salt Pokemon.
Shit. Mercury.
There's what about void? Void, would you consider that dark?
Void. What is that? Yeah, that's got to be dark.
Yeah.
That's like you could easily use. That's the main problem. Like, what the hell would they actually even do?
Yeah. And if they made like
I
an
think
alchemy
sound.
type
I think
thing,
sound and light are the most. Those that make the most. Those are probably. That's probably why people usually say those two things.
yeah, because they make the most sense.
They make the most
Maybe
sense. Yeah.
magic would be like psychic, right? If they had like a magic typing, that'd just be straight up psychic, right?
Uh, I wouldn't necessarily say that.
But how would that
Maybe
even
maybe
work?
in Pokemon, yeah. In Pokemon, it'd probably be a psychic, yeah.
Is there things with special abilities? Yeah, that's really tough. Like maybe they'll have like speed typing in itself. Speed could be interesting, I guess, as its own attribute, but it's also a
I don't think that
stat.
makes
So,
sense.
I don't
Yeah,
know. This is
I
tough.
thought that too when we said sound, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's. Where are the top 10 typings needed in Pokemon? Where are they? Top 10 typing needed in Pokemon.
You
Look
gonna
at
you
these
gonna
top
see
10s.
hella top 10 YouTubers.
Yeah, top 5 of best dual type. It's like I don't care about this. Is not what I'm asking for. But I want some new one. Top 10 fake Pokemon types. Thank you. Here it is. Sound is number 1.
Uh huh.
Light is number 2, obviously. Cosmic is number 3. So it'd be like energy and like
Cosmic.
things. That'd be weird. Like I guess you have Deoxys, you have Cosmoan.
All right, who else? Or what
There's
else?
wind. There's wind, which is literally flying. So
Flying.
screw that. There's cyber. So maybe Pokemon like Porygon could get that. It's like digital Pokemon. I guess
Cyber.
could make sense.
I actually like that. I was thinking that too. Something like that.
Like
I
a
didn't come
digital
up with
type
that. I
thing.
didn't come up with that name, but yeah, something like digital.
We're talking about new types now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're trying to think of like what if they were gonna add a type to Pokemon. What the hell would they do?
And we obviously got like light, sound. Obviously, cyber makes sense. I think cyber could be
Well,
pretty cool.
light wouldn't work because there's no dark type in Japan. It's just
What's
called
it called?
evil type.
Right? You said what?
It's evil type.
Yeah. That's what I
And
thought.
that's
fairies call
why-
it. What's fairy called?
It's just fairy. But the
Oh,
reason why like fighting and bug are super effective to dark is because they're like the hero
Yeah.
light type.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think cyber could be cool though. But I don't
Yeah.
think if this new generation is based in the UK or whatever, I don't think cyber will work with that. I think I don't know. I wouldn't see it like that. I'd be more like a techno. Not that the UK isn't technology based, but I see shadow here as well. But dark sounds like it would be for shadows at night, the moon at night. But that makes sense, like with evil
Shadow
as
definitely
well.
got to be dark.
Yeah, plasma.
Eh.
I like
But I feel like
I like
people
that. I like that because they could probably do whatever they want with it.
But I feel like
Yeah.
plasma also could be considered ghosts because like ectoplasma and stuff like that. I don't know.
I've seen people try like sound type, but like it's such a specific niche, and we have a bunch of moves already.
Exactly,
and
boom
abilities.
bursts and stuff that are sound based moves. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they would have to change them, and they'd have to change all the stabs, and then energy as well as something. I don't.
Energy. That's too.
I think
That's too.
That's
too
literally
generic.
cosmic though. Isn't that also like whatever? I see crystal typing.
That's another. They could probably do whatever they want with that too.
Yeah, yeah. And then
What does that even mean? Like they could literally make it weak to anything they want. They could do anything.
Yeah, that'd be interesting though. Like
Yeah.
then they could probably bring up like crystal onyx and whatnot, so we have like a different forms of things. I'd be okay with that. I'm gonna skip this one because it says good, so we're gonna skip that. Fossil type, what's the point? We literally have rock types. Magic is one of them too. All right, this list says Minecraft, so I'm getting off this list now. Ancient type is interesting.
Ancient type. Nah, that's true.
All the fossils would be retyped then to ancient type, most likely.
The fuck is that? It
I
makes
don't know.
more sense for them to be rock types.
Yeah, it does.
A long time ago, I saw the suggestion of combining ground and rock into a type because they're so similar.
Okay.
They like, I don't know, it could help new players, I fucking guess, because they're so similar, but then you have like rock is weak to ground, and it's weird. I don't know. That could be a thing.
How would you? So they would just completely destroy that. So that means rock would have immunities. That means every single rock type would have an immunity to electric. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Sending out my Tyrannotars on like Cocos as they go for Thunderbolt. That's maybe. I don't know.
Too much, bro.
I think
Can't
sound.
give Tyranitar an immunity to fucking electric.
Yeah, because then some Pokemon would just be ridiculous.
Broken. I don't know. It's that's tough. Making a new type would be tough.
That's why it
Like,
happens so rarely. I don't think they I really don't think they can do it again because Fairy's still
Relatively new.
like
Yeah.
it's small.
Yeah. They made Fairy because of Dragon types being too broken. That's literally it too.
Yeah,
Dragon Gem Lottie's all dropping Dracos and VGC. I remember all that. They actually changed it because Dragon types are legitimately broken, man. Latios is broken in Gen 5. Doesn't matter if you have Ferrothorn. Latios is straight up broken.
Specs Latios was a monster, dude.
Yeah. Thing still is.
HP Fire. You think they nerfed HP because of that too?
I think they nerfed Hidden Power because of that too, yeah. I do.
Power Ice and HP Fire were fucking problems, dude.
Yeah. Boy, hitting too strong. They still haven't given us Hidden Power Fairy as well. So I think they're just gonna give up on like if they ever do give us a new type, I think they're just not gonna do any hidden powers anymore. Which sucks, because I think Hidden Power Fairy should exist.
can they make it exist? Like,
Do
do
we have enough for
Yeah.
combinations for it? I would have to look at it.
like a perfect combination too.
Maybe it'd have to be like limited to like one type thing, because you know how Hidden Power Ice was like either a 30 speed IV or a 30 attack and defense IV or something like that. Maybe Fairy would have to be limited to like one.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
honestly,
could
if they
definitely.
really wanted to, it doesn't have to be 30 or 31 anymore. Since
Yeah, it doesn't have to be based on IVs at all. That's also true.
No, I'm saying even if it is based on IVs, you don't have to. Even if it is, you can get your stats maxed out regardless now.
That's true.
So
They should just make it so like, I don't know, you take it to a trainer and it can change its hidden. I don't know.
You know what? I'm good with that. You know what? Give me like 18 Hidden Power TMs, like real talk, or like give me like the Hidden Power like bag or whatever where I can change my Hidden Power. I think that's a lot better. I honestly think that's a lot better.
I mean,
First
shit,
off,
the way Let's Go is looking,
they might do it.
they're adding a lot of
That nature thing was great. I was so happy with that.
Nature thing was amazing. The Pokemon bag on you was incredible. I think that it should be like that, because thinking about it, like even if they're thinking about like breeders and whatnot, a lot of time, like for people who actually do breed for tournaments and stuff, and if they have to have like a Trick Room Pokemon and they have to give it 0 speed IVs, and then they have to do like 1 speed IV and like 29 whatever, so they can get their right Hidden Power.
Right.
I think it'd be really good to just give us
You should
make
be able
Hidden
to
Power
choose
not
what your hidden power is.
Yeah. Don't even make it on IVs. Forget that. And also, what they did with Let's Go, do that, but make it even easier. Let the woman say, "Do you want calm nature today? Do you want timid?" Forget having to answer questions. Like, bump all that. Everybody looking up guides for it anyway, but forget all that. Say, "Do you want this nature?" I say yes. That's all I want.
That's what I'm saying. Especially for people that are going to be playing competitively, they should have access to that kind of stuff very easily.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have to work too hard.
They definitely made it easier and easier throughout the years, though. I can't deny.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, I'm looking up days like Diamond and Pearl when I bred. Like, that stuff was annoying. I had to work.
I was lucky. I only bred for about a month, and I was like, "Fuck this."
Things were
I had
out.
a whole trade thread on Smogon. I don't know where that's at now, but if I find it, I'll show y'all, man. I had that shit, man. You needed
Well, at
something,
the
I
time-
had you, bro.
When I tasted PokeaimMD that first time, I could never go back.
Of course.
Bro, the first time I didn't have Focus on myself. I had an action replay, and my friend a friend pasted me this 32 long code,
Oh
32
my God.
line long code, which I
Yeah.
put in
You lost
just so I could catch a Charmander in my grass. That's all I wanted.
If you lost the cable, you had to type it all in.
Yep. And I lost
Fuck
the
that.
cable, bro, and I wasn't as smart back then to go and buy another cable. I was a kid. I was a little kid. Stuff funny though. Yeah, that should be
Yo, I just found. Wait, is this my account?
found your old Smogon one? Shofu Smogon thread.
No, that's not. That's not the. That's not the name. How do I find my threads though? Can I find the threads that I started?
You go to your account, which has this Machop on it.
No, that's not me. This is me.
Wait, you're not Shofu.
No, this is me right here.
So who's this fake Shofu? Who joined in 2018? 2008.
2008.
Yeah, bro. I'm looking at Shofu right now.
Link me.
Is smogon.com/Shofu.
Why the fuck
right
do I have
there.
a Machop as my picture?
I mean, you have a Stunfisk as your picture on this one. It
Okay,
literally got
that was
changed.
in 2008 or 2009.
No, they wiped it.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
you were
did?
last seen 2000. Yeah, they do. They wiped the.
Wait, is this me or is this not me? No,
I
this
don't
ain't
think
me.
you're.
Wait, this might be
This
me.
might- yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, I gotta put
Like,
this on
look,
screen.
Blunder posted on you.
Hold on, I gotta put this on screen real quick.
You literally have a message from me in 2015 saying it is Shofu. This was definitely you.
Wait, what? Oh, no. Hold on, man. Hold on. I gotta put this on my screen real quick.
This is you.
Are you sure?
I'm looking at your posts.
There's no way. Okay, so the first thing I see, look. If this was the real Shofu, you'd think you'd have a relevant profile pic. Now, where was the one I was looking at? Here it is. Shofu, I know you get messages like this all the time, but thank you for your videos. You're the person that made me want to start battling competitively, so thank you. There's just one thing missing here. Why you have no picture of all of that as your avatar? I mean, I'm so stupid. You ain't Shofu. You're on the blacklist. Wait, I'm on the blacklist for what?
Wait. Is this your RMT, bro? Did you have a Machamp, Life of Lucario,
RMT.
Focus Sash Salamence?
Why aren't the
Fortress?
pictures showing up?
Bro, because this is old school, dude.
2008, bitch? Yo!
Yeah, this ain't you. This ain't you.
All right, whoa, hold on.
It has to be him. Who'd be impersonating him in 2008?
Right.
That's true.
That's facts. I wasn't shit in 2008.
Could have been his brother.
Hold on. This is a powerful ass team. This might be me. I need
That
to see,
team
are there
looked
any-
bro, that team looked just like Maryland's team. Focus Sash, Lead Salamence.
What? Don't disrespect me.
Hey, they might
This
have
is not a
both been-
Focus Sash lead Salamence. My lead is obviously Machamp. What? It says
I'm
my
just saying.
anti-lead Machamp. The
I'm
first
just
sentence.
saying, bro.
Nah, you're on
Hey,
some shit.
Hey,
Vaporeon.
I found your thread.
Found my
I
trade
found-
thread?
I found a thread where you were doing stuff.
You didn't
Not
find my
yours.
trade thread?
It's not your trade thread, but I found a thread where you were posting on.
So who was this Boss Crow then? Because that was my name on Small Gun.
Maybe you have both. Maybe you own both.
Huh. I wouldn't even know. See, but wait, what? Did I get okay? I made this account in 2008, the Shofu one, and the Boss Crow one I made in 2009. I don't think that makes sense by itself.
Damn, Shofu, look at him calling out.
Huh?
Look at him, Shofu, just calling out people on this message. Peep this. Hey, put this on screen. Look at you. You're trying to get everybody banned.
Huh? Was I snitching?
Yeah, you were snitching about hacking. That's crazy.
This can't possibly be me. I wasn't no snitch.
For a hack Pokemon, that's crazy.
Bro, but see, look, look how I used to type on Small Gun, bro. If you didn't type like this, you're getting your ass banned.
Excuse me.
If you didn't type in perfect
Comma? Excuse me,
if you didn't have
comma?
perfect punctuation and capitalize the right letters and shit.
Yeah.
Look, see this right here? I said I don't. There's a fucking apostrophe missing. I could have got banned for that.
Times change.
That's why I used to go on Skype and type all proper and shit when everybody else wasn't.
Yeah, we were like,
I don't care now, but back then I used to type like that all the time.
why'd you put them dots after you have that Tyranitar for him?
Bro, is this me or not? I don't
That's
even
fucking
know.
that's ominous.
Can you find my trade thread? I don't know how to find
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
It literally says trade thread when you click on the name. You see it right there?
Really?
Trade thread.
Where?
But your trade thread is closed though.
It is?
Yeah.
No.
Like if you click on Boss Crow, it
That
says
has to
trade
be
that
me
on-
then. That has to be me.
So is the shofu one you too or no?
I have no idea, bro. I have no
crazy.
fucking clue. Messages 303. Is this me? I literally, bro, I haven't even been on this shit since in 5 years.
Yeah, they try to log into that boy.
Shit.
You know your password like shofu123.
Okay, relax.
Bro, it literally has Black Blastoise in 2011 saying "chia" on your account. This
Oh
is you.
shit, that has to be me.
Yeah, this is you.
Wait, I logged in? I logged in, bro.
It really was
This was
shofu123.
me.
That's crazy. Hey, don't be doing that now. They be banning if you have multiple accounts on Smogon.
Okay, but I don't know if that boss crow is me. It
I
has
try
to
to
be
log
me.
into that. Log into that too.
Do I even want to do that? How do I go to my profile? Is this my
Just
profile?
Click on it. Top right.
I got it. I got hella messages and shit. This went to a whole different place. I don't know how to navigate Smogon anymore.
Yeah, Smogon is different now.
Let me
Whatever.
try
Who
logging
cares?
to Boss Crow.
Yeah, know that boy. It says shofu a few minutes ago. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know the password for this shit. All right,
Shofu.
man. I'm gonna end this video.
How long has this been?
We ain't talking
Yeah,
about
this shit
nothing.
went.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for chatting with me. Know what I'm saying? Let's see what we get on the 27th. And I'm about to get Pokemon Let's Go 2.
No way.
Huh?
Not this year.
Why not?
Bro, I wouldn't mind Pokemon Go to Johto. I would not.
I wouldn't
But not
mind if
this
they
year.
changed the bullshit in Let's Go.
Hey, what didn't you like? We'll talk about it later.
That's a different video. All right, I'm out of here.